And welcome back with a little more on files. We showed you last time this program where we opened and closed a file for us, and we use this command called isOpen. There is a shorter way of doing this. You can use just the name of the stream that you're trying to get to in data, and it will actually work and run the same way as before. In this case, I've changed the results to results2, and there is no results2 file. So when I run it, I don't get anything here. However, if I change it back to results, boom, there it goes. Everybody seems to work. So you can actually use shortcuts like this to read and check to see if files are open or closed. isOpen works perfectly well, and it's actually kind of a safer way of doing things. Now, in our code here, we've actually hard-coded the name of the file, and sometimes you might want someone to give you the file name. What file are we trying to open? Maybe you've got more than one file, and you actually want to read it yourself or process different files, and you might want to actually use an input file variable of some kind or an output file variable. You can actually create a string like this that allows the user to actually put it in or have another part of the program give it to you. And as always, file names can't have spaces in them, at least not currently, so we're just going to go ahead and read it with a standard cin. And then we'll take our input file and replace the quotes with input file. Now, before C++11, this would not work. There was actually a C_str that would force you to be able to change the file string name. It would actually look like this. This is what you actually had to do before str, before C++11. But since then, our libraries have updated to allow us to do this. So it's going to come down and ask us results.txt, and there you go. So now you can actually specify in your program when and where and names to run things with. So you don't have to constantly be recreating iStream or OStream variables. You can just reuse them by opening and closing and putting different file names in using a variable system. That gives us a way of actually playing with things a little bit nicely. So just another little quick thing on files, just to show that you can shortcut to see if things are working. Was it open? You can even ask if it exists as a way of using one of the libraries. Does that file exist before you try to open it? There are lots of different libraries and sets out there for reading and writing files. This is a standard ASCII output file and a standard ASCII input file. There are other file types, and that's a much more advanced topic, which we'll talk about perhaps later. Hope you're having a wonderful day.